coming up on At Your Leisure.
I'm Chad Booth. Can anyone say Dantana? Join Rhea and me as we are scratching the motor itch in a classic car rolling around the Las Vegas Valley.
And I'm Reece Stein. Coming up, a visit to an isolated corner of Salt Lake County that has preserved its rich heritage.
I'm Scott Huntsman.
I'm Andrew Hiskey.
2022 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon with the 3.6 e-torque. We're going to do some steering upgrades today. Come check it out.
Ooh, I can't wait. The little kid in me has come out big time today. Hi, everybody. Welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Chad Booth.
And I'm Rhea Rossi Booth. And we are in Las Vegas today.
And we are at Classic and Collectible Cars. And it's a place called Vintage Car Rentals. This is a new rental company they have, and it's part of the Haggerty Driver Program. Now, any of you who have a collector car, you know the name Haggerty. They're the people that do your insurance for your classic car. Well, now they have a way where if you've got a classic car, you can share it with the world by renting it. They have a rental program that you can engage in, and that's what they're doing here. And so, in honor of Dantana, we're going to go cruising Las Vegas style in a T-bird.
He's totally dating himself when he says Dantana. That was before my time, mister.
Yeah, well, he was the private eye in Las Vegas, and he prowled the Strip in a T-bird like this.
So you youngsters that don't know that. Yeah, this place is phenomenal. He's got a selection of cars, and we're going to have some fun today.
Let's find out a little bit about how you can do what we're doing before we take off to explore the countryside.
We started this about a year ago. Since then, Haggerty has come to us and said that they were actually advertising to promote people with their personal vehicles. Our minimum age requirement is 25 years old in order to drive the car. So as long as you're over the age of 25, valid driver's license and insurance, you can come in and get it. You know, much like renting a car, it's just there's a little bit more to it with them being classics. They're irreplaceable. If someone wrecks this 1955 Thunderbird, I can't just replace it. So we have to do a little bit more paperwork involved with it. If you think you're in the market for a classic car, but you've never driven a classic car, this is a perfect time to come do that. You can take the car for a day or two and go drive around and see if it's something you like. A lot of it we have noticed since starting it is from the 25 to 35 range as far as age goes, but it does vary. I have people in the 60s, 70s, 80s that have always wanted to just kind of get back into what they were when they were teenagers and driving the cars, so they'll come down and rent the cars from us.
Are you ready, Rhea?
I was born ready, Chad.
Listen to it.
Purr. Purrs like a kitten.
It does. All right, folks, we are going to take off for the open road. You are going to go to our Where To, and we'll join you back on our loop drive of the Red Rock Country.
I'm Reece Stein, At Your Leisure, in Copperton, Utah, an isolated corner of Salt Lake County that time has treated very kindly. It was built a century ago as a model company town. Utah Copper needed more room to house its workers, and in 1926 began building high-quality brick and stucco homes. A century later, the town, hard up against the copper mine tailings pile, has grown and modernized, but at its heart, it has retained its historic look and character.
All these houses, they had rain gutters that were copper, the roofs were all copper. They even built copper piping, of course, and they advertise this as a model mining community.
Scott Crump is the town historian. He grew up in this house.
But my mother still lives here, and she's 91 today. So that's how we got to this house.
Scott has written the book on Copperton, more than one, in fact.
This is my bestseller. These are the towns. This is Copperton.
In the 30s, only miners and mine execs who got first choice could live in the company-owned homes.
They built a house over just north of the park there for the superintendent. And at the end of this street down there is where the assistant superintendent lived. And
A century later, most of the houses still stand, are occupied, and in high demand. While the interiors have been upgraded, the outsides, such as this former doctor's house, are much as they have always been.
The outside still looks the same. We are
Except for the copper roof.
Well, the copper roof went away in the 70s, and we're sad about that. But we're hopefully going to bring it back so that we can maintain it and leave it to our kids, and they can continue on here too.
34 original two-car garages that serve houses on both sides still stand, as does the apartment building that was home to the town's school teachers. There's an important vacant lot across the main highway from Russell Olson's house.
The vacant lot was where Bingham High was. They started building the building here in I think 30 or 31. It was completed and ready for use by 32, 33. It stood as the Bingham High School until the new school was built down in South Jordan.
All that remains is the weed-covered football and baseball field and remnants of the original running track. Old Bingham was home to many scholars and athletes. The most renowned was likely quarterback Bruce Hardy, featured on a Sports Illustrated cover and spread in 1974. The painted bee on the hill still overlooks a lone resident strolling through the historic school grounds. The pristine 8-acre city park dates from Copperton's earliest days, 1927. It features a spectacular playground, large picnic pavilion, tennis and ball courts, and a forest of all kinds of trees. It is the heartbeat of a historic yet still vibrant community.
It is a great example of an older planned community, but it's kept its feeling, it's kept its atmosphere, and I love to come here.
Reece Stein at your leisure with this week's Where To adventure in Copperton, Utah.
Stedman's Recreation in Tooele. Work hard, play hard. That's how the Stedman's family has done it for over 50 years. Come jump on or into your new side-by-side, ATV or dirt bike, and make your own trail with Stedman's in Tooele, your dealer for sales, service, and accessories. Looking for road bikes or e-bikes? We have those too. Go online or come in today and see the Stedman's family and check out their incredible line from only the best: Yamaha, Honda, CF Moto, Polaris, and Beta.
You might think it's 300 miles out here, but remember, it's only 30 miles back.
This is what it sounds like when quality speaks for itself. The Honda Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew, with class-leading comfort for 6. Tough, reliable, capable. Part of the 2023 Honda Pioneer lineup. Enough said.
When you're ready for adventure, fuel your machine with Clear 91. Fuel for performance, fuel for adventure, and fuel for the long haul. Ethanol-free, 91 octane. Fill up with Clear 91. Only available at Eagles Landing. With you for the long haul.
Stedman's Recreation is proud to sell CF Moto, ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. Don't miss the CF Moto PowerFest sales event at Stedman's. Choose financing from as low as 0.99% interest or no payments for 7 months on select vehicles. Or get up to $3,000 off on select off-road vehicles and up to $1,250 off motorcycles. Stedman's, work hard, play hard. See dealer for details. OAC. Additional terms and restrictions may apply. Excludes U-Force 1000 XL.
Hey everybody, welcome back to At Your Leisure. I'm Scott Huntsman, and I'm here with my right-hand sidekick.
I'm Andrew Hiskey, and I'm one of the technicians for Scott Huntsman at South Jordan Tunex.
That's right, and whenever it comes to Jeep projects, Andrew is my right-hand man. What he and I are gonna do today, we've got this nice, beautiful 22 model Jeep JL Wrangler Rubicon. He runs a 37-inch tall tire, and all you guys out there that have these Jeeps understand that when we put the larger tire on, getting those things to steer when they get bound up in the rocks becomes a little bit of an issue.
Yep.
This is a 3.6 liter E-torque engine. With the E-torque engine, we don't have the option to install a belt-driven pump onto this. So PSC has come out with the kit in combination with Apex Design, which is going to increase the steering pressure coming from the electric pump, then go into a replacement steering gear, and then out into an external ram. It's a brand new product. We've never put one on before. This is gonna be the first one, so we're gonna put it on, we're gonna try it out. We have to remove the power steering pump, replace the original pressure control valve with the Apex valve and spring. You can buy this by itself from Apex to boost the pressure of the power steering system. And so PSC took it and they utilized the electric pump, boost the pressure on it to work their power steering gear and with the assistance of the ram. So now you have 2 points of assist.
And now we're going to work on getting the new PSC gearbox in place and secured down.
Really nice gear that PSC has manufactured here, along with a new control assembly with 2 new ports that'll go to the external ram. Very nice stuff.
Because of the added heat from the added pressure, we need to make sure we release that heat, don't have any failures for long-term longevity of our power steering system. So we have our power steering cooler here, which is an essential part in this kit. Here we've fabricated some brackets to mount it up under our radiator, and we'll have it route from our gear to our cooler, back to our pump, replacing our return line.
Last hose connection, finally.
On this system, it's very important that we bleed it before we start it to get all the air out of the system. We are just filling fluid and turning the wheel back and forth until all the air has worked its way out. Now I'm going to install the adapter for our pressure gauge so that we can set our pressure. There we go, we have our pressure right at about 1700. That's right where we want it.
Everything is set. So our last duty here is to check and make sure we have no leaks, make sure we have no binding steering parts. We're gonna double check alignment, and then it's out on the trail for a road test. Andrew at my shop did a great job installing this. You know, I have to say overall, I'm very pleased with this kit for being new. The combination of Apex and PSC coming together with this, seems that they have a winner here. You know, if you have any questions about this, the best way to get a hold of me, my email address, scott@ayltv.com. Send me a question. I'll do my best to answer it as quick as I can. Till then, I'll catch you next time.
This is what it sounds like when quality speaks for itself. The Honda Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew, with class-leading comfort for 6. Tough, reliable, capable. Part of the 2023 Honda Pioneer lineup. Enough said.
Jorgensen's Power Sports is your one-stop shop for all of your outdoor adventure needs. We carry a wide variety of ATVs, UTVs, RVs, firearms, outdoor accessories, and much more. Complete with both a service and warranty department. Check us out online at www.jhsport.com or give us a call at 435-896-6408.
Wondering where your next OHV adventure will take you? Outsiders Utah has your answer with downloadable GPS routes, ride times, distance, local amenities, and other details. 360 street views of the trails that let you explore before you go, and more. Eliminate the guesswork and uncertainty and find a trail you'll love. Visit outsidersutah.com and see the trail before you ride the trail.
This holiday, why not give them the gift of their first ride? Now during the Yamaha Let's Ride Holiday Sales Event, you can make their dream a reality. With 0% APR for 12 months on all TTRs and the legendary PW50. There's never been a better time to make their first ride their best ride.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure, leisurely driving the Red Rock Highway.
Most definitely leisurely.
Yeah. I really love the Rally Sport origin of the Ford Thunderbird. This is a small car. The first T-Birds were very small cars, and they didn't get big until like 1970-ish, 71.
Right.
But this was the smallest of the small. And
I love these little like
checkered
Indy
flags.
500 checkered flags. They are so cool.
It really was designed to be a sport car, and if you think about it, it hit the market the year after the Corvette. Corvette came out in '54, and they put this on the market to compete with it.
I'm telling you, Ford had it going on.
They did.
They did.
This was just a very stylish car, but you know what? Nothing complements the looks of a car than beautiful scenery, and we've seen just cool stuff today.
Oh, phenomenal. This Red Rock it's spectacular. I mean, if you're really gonna, any time of year, you come out here in a convertible and you just like, it's just awe-inspiring.
Come out here in an air-conditioned convertible in the summer.
We still had a wonderful time. You could get this baby up to about 65.
Yeah,
it moves.
It's not a car that you want to like drive super fast,
right.
But then again, when you've got beautiful desert scenery to roll by, the Joshua trees and the little side roads that you can wander up and to like the Red Rock Springs and stuff like that, it makes for a beautiful trip.
Yeah, it's spectacular. It's just a great ride.
And this is just among one of the many beautiful rides you can do around Las Vegas. You know, it's not all just casinos. There's a long laundry list of great places you can take on all kinds of rides. Doesn't matter if you're on a bike or a car or a convertible, old or new.
The top three really are Red Rock. You can go out to Red Rock, there's a scenic loop out there. You spend about an hour going, cruising around there. You can pull off on the side of the road, take some great pictures, things like that. That's a good spot. Hoover Dam is another good one where people go out there, they'll go do the tour, drive on the dam, and then come back, and that usually takes a couple hours. Or they go out to Lake Mead and there's a scenic drive out to Lake Mead. With these classics, we do have a limitation as far as mileage goes, which is 100 miles per day. And we try to send everybody to those places because they can go out there, they can go cruise around, have fun, come back, cruise up and down the strip a couple times, and that's well within the mileage of it all. And we get a lot of people who get married in the cars, take them out for the weekend, just kind of cruise up and down the Las Vegas Strip or downtown. I have people go out to Red Rock, the Hoover Dam, Mount Charleston. The reason why Vegas is such a great place for classic cars is because of the weather. It's dry, it doesn't snow here. It can be tough on the cars because it does get hot. With a lot of our rental cars, we have to go through them and get them prepped for the heat here. But the reason why the desert is such a good place is because it doesn't eat these cars alive. The chrome stays good on them, the paint stays good on them. Rust is very minimal out here. That's why they're so good to purchase or to rent a car here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
There you go.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, Destiny.
Oh, we will. It smells delicious.
Yummy.
You know, of all the things you do on a ride, one of them has got to be you got to stop and eat. And if you're going to do that, you should do car hop service. That's the way I see it.
Absolutely. We're going to have a little chili dog and a little corn dog, and we'll be on our way.
And while we're on our way, here's something for you along the way. Cheers.
You may have seen a forest before, but have you ever seen a Christmas tree forest? Every year, the Festival of Trees spreads holiday cheer and Christmas spirit, all with the goal of raising money for families in need.
So this is Festival of Trees. This is our 53rd year of this event. It started out with just 60 trees, and now we're up to 285 trees. And we have large trees, small trees, wreaths, centerpieces, nativities, gingerbreads, and quilts. And everything here gets auctioned so people can come in and look at things, bid on them. They can be part of the online bidding process. And every penny raised goes to Primary Children's Hospital.
It's hosted by Intermountain Foundation, but it takes thousands of volunteers to make it happen. So I think it's that spirit of coming together in support of children. But when I walk in, I just see the lights. I feel like Christmas has begun.
I remember coming when I was a kid, and when I was about 20 years old, I started doing a tree just for a hobby. This is my 24th tree that I've done, At first, yeah, it was a hobby, and then in 2008, my son was born and had to go to the NICU at primaries. He's 15 years old, he's had 14 surgeries there, and we've spent a lot of time and lived there more than once, so we just keep doing a Festival of Tree every year. Since my son was born and could talk, he usually picks the themes, he usually tells me what we're doing. He's obsessed with Christmas Vacation, so last year he asked if I would do a Christmas vacation tree, so that's what we did.
Every year I feel like we outdo ourselves. It's great, the decorators have been amazing, and it's a great family event. We have Kids Corner and Santa's here, so there's really activities for everyone, and there's so much to see. Lots of yummy treats and food, so it's a great family activity that you could come, and you know, tickets are very inexpensive to come, and all those ticket sales also go to Primary Children's Hospital.
I volunteered last year in the boutique, and I wanted to give back and be a part of it, and I'm a long arm quilter, and so I felt like the best way I could give back was to make a quilt that could be donated for auction. I like Harry Potter, but I also have a niece who, when she was born, had hypoplastic left heart syndrome, and she had to spend a lot of time in Primary Children's having surgeries and operations done, and she also loves Harry Potter, and so it was kind of a nice way to tie her into the project as well. My mom and I pieced, it's a paper pieced quilt, and as you can see there's a lot of detail in it. We started in February and finished in August.
It's just so special to see the kindness that people have. This year we got a patient champion again, Afu Fiafia, and it's been great to have him part of this event, and he's been able to promote it with his family.
I've been getting treatment at Primary Children's Hospital for the last 2 years. It's really special because I get to represent all the kids that go to Primary Children's Hospital, and it's helping people that are struggling right now, and I'm happy that I get to be a part of it.
I think it's just when you walk in, all the lights, the magic, and you just feel the vibe from everyone who's here, that it really is that neighborly community event. And I think that's something that just grounds us, particularly at the holiday, but I think it's something that's also very unique to Utah.
This is what it sounds like when quality speaks for itself. The Honda Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew with class-leading comfort for 6. Tough, reliable, capable. Part of the 2023 Honda Pioneer lineup. Enough said.
You've seen the pictures on social media. Now experience them for yourself in Tickaboo. On the border of Lake Powell, Tickaboo twists the adventure and takes you on rides into slot canyons and overlooks, around mountains and through environments unchanged in thousands of years. It's time to unplug and recharge. Tickaboo, Utah.
Before you pack the car.
Before you plan the route, make sure your vacation be the one you always dreamed of.
With a pre-trip visit to Tunex.
Locally owned,
regionally connected.
Tunex can get you on the road
and keep you there.
No matter where you travel in Utah.
From timing belts to oil changes,
transmission service or new brakes,
a towing upgrade or even a tune-up,
we have the certified technicians
to do the job right. There's a Tunex near you.
Find it at tunex.com.
This is what it sounds like when quality speaks for itself. The Honda Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew with class-leading comfort for 6. Tough, reliable, capable. Part of the 2023 Honda Pioneer lineup. Enough said.
Welcome back back to At Your Leisure, everybody. We are at the Red Rock Loop out here in Las Vegas area, and we are just in a rock climbing mecca, but we're not using this car to do that.
No. You know,
That's a no-no.
Ray and I were driving along here, and she'd never been in one of these before, nor paid too much attention to them other than seeing Dan Tana on TV, or Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. used to drive one in. And I'm even dating myself more.
That's okay, honey.
77 Sunset Strip, I said it.
That's a good show.
Anyway, so we decided we needed to do a product review on this thing because it's got so many features you don't find in cars today, even though none of them are gizmo gadgets or electronic. It's a very basic car.
Yeah,
But what is it you like about it, Reece?
Okay, my favorite thing about the car as a female is I love this tire skirt, which I think is just so sweet how it covers the tires. And I don't know why, because the tires are really cool looking. Look at those rims. Those are beauties. I just love them. And I really, really like this part of the hood. I think it's really sexy. I love it.
So I noticed little details like the cut of the doors, okay? Here's the door post here. Most cars you have a wing to a door and down. But if you look, they've actually cut this door to fit. And from the back side, you can see that they've cut it out to fit into the dash, which actually wraps around.
Yeah.
So it's just little details like that. This door handle, you're only going to find it on a Thunderbird. They didn't make it like a standard one for all Ford cars. It's for this car alone.
Isn't that something?
Mhm.
And these little locks are so cute. They're just everything. It's something that you just don't see. You really feel like you're back to the future or back in time.
The last thing I want to talk about is the slope of the car body against the fenders. It's really a very flat-bodied car.
Yeah.
Anyway, we could talk for hours, but we're not gonna, because somebody wants to win their weekly prize.
This week's contest winner was submitted to us on Facebook by Margie Williams, and it looks like Margie is the lucky winner of an outdoor stove from Camp Chef. Camp Chef offers that best way to get your cooking done in the great outdoors. Visit campchef.com for more details. Congratulations, Margie, and be sure to call us on Monday at 801-947-8888 to claim your prize. Now, let's take a look at next week's show. Next week, we're headed down south for some warmer weather, and we will take a historical journey back to the time when mining sites dotted the hillside in southwestern Utah. Then we're tagging along with a dirt biking family that knows how to get everybody together, regardless of age. This group represents 4 decades of riding. And finally, there's a right side and a wrong side of an avalanche to be on. We're going to show you how to make sure you stay on the right side of one.
Next week's show looks great, but it's no better looking than the car we've been blessed to drive around in today.
And it's the sweetest looking vehicle on the road today.
Yep. So if you want to actually rent this car, go to the Haggerty Driver program and get signed up with them, and then go find Vegas Vintage Rentals, vegasvintagerentals.com. And that's where you can go to rent these cars.
And they are the nicest people to work with. They are so cool. And I just love how he said, like, they have kids from like 20, you have to be 25 or older to rent it.
Right.
But he said they have all ages, because I was thinking it was just us little boomers, you know? He's like, no, all kinds of folks do it.
All right. You got certified, right?
I did get certified.
Okay. You got his driver's license?
I am certifiable.
No, certifiably.
Yes,
Certifiably.
I'm all the above.
All right, there you go.
Oh, I get to drive.
Just
Woo!
Remember, there's adventure around every bend.
You just got to get out there and create your own adventure.
At the speed limit.
For sure.
At your leisure. Goodbye.